Hey y'all, Katie here with My Military Savings, coming at you again with another fun, festive holiday cookie recipe. Thank you for joining me. This week I'm going to be sharing with you what I call shortbread sprinkle cookies that are bite-sized, tasty, fun treats that are really nice to share with your friends and family, and they're really easy. So these are the things you're going to need to get started. 2 sticks of butter, 2/3 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, 2 1/4 cups of flour, and holiday sprinkles. Now you're going to be using a 9 by 13 inch pan, and you will line it with parchment paper. I like to spray the bottom of my pan with cooking spray to get my paper to stick down to it really well. And you are going to need to use a large enough sheet of parchment paper that you have about 1 inch overhang on all edges. Now, you can also visit the link at the bottom of this video for specifics and step-by-step instructions to this recipe if this is a bit too fast for you. But the first thing you're going to do is cream that sugar and butter. Get your 2 sticks of butter, cut it into nice small pieces, and beat it with your granulated sugar. When you have a nice whipped creamy mixture, you know it's good to go. Now what I didn't mention, but I should have, is that this butter is cold. You do not need to leave it out and let it soften. It is good to go straight out of the fridge. Now you've got your butter and sugar creamed. You're going to add your almond extract, which can be substituted for a vanilla extract, but really the almond is what makes these shortbread cookies pop, in my opinion. And we're going to be adding our flour next. You are going to use the scoop and level method, meaning you scoop flour into your measuring cup and then use something else to level it off. There is another method of measuring flour where you use a spoon and you just slowly fill up your measuring cup. That's not how you want to do it. You want to scoop it and then level it off, okay? So we're going to add all of our flour and then start to mix. Now, as you beat in your flour, you want to set your beater to low speed and you want to combine until it forms a nice dough. Don't be afraid if it takes a while for this to happen. At first it might look kind of sandy and you might have to let it sit for a couple minutes before it starts to come together, and that's absolutely fine. But whenever it's ready, it's gonna be a nice dough like this, okay? And at this point, you add in your sprinkles. I have about 3 tablespoons of fun green, red, and white sprinkles. And you just want to kind of fold these in with a spoon. And then you're going to pack this dough down onto the bottom of your pan. So I've got my dough here pressed firmly to the bottom of my pan like this. And at this point, if you would like, you can add, a little bit of extra sprinkles to the top to make it really pretty. And then we're going to set this in the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes. Once your dough has had a chance to completely chill, you're going to remove it from the refrigerator and then take the dough out of the pan by pulling on the parchment paper and transfer it to a cutting board. Then you want to grab a very long knife and you are going to cut this dough into tiny squares to make these cute little cookies. I'll show you just what I mean in a second. And voila. I have cut this dough into about 70 different pieces, and I have already placed some on my baking sheet here. You are going to bake about 1/3 of your dough at a time in your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 10 minutes. Here we go. And then here is our finished cookie. Perfect with a glass of cold milk. Thank you for joining me. And as always, if you want to see some more yummy recipes, head over to MyMilitarySavings.com and sign up for your membership today. It's free. Happy holidays.